Many commercial producers that have used Simmental genetics in the 70s and 80s are rediscovering their value for today's cow herd. Sam Hands of Triangle H, a fifth-generation beef operation near Garden City, Kansas, is one such operation. This progressive commercial cow-calf and cattle feeding operation sees big dividends with the influence of Simmental cattle on their ranch and in their feedlot.
We started bringing Simmental into our operation back in the early 70s as the Simmental breeds had came to be one of the new continental breeds here in the U.S. and used them pretty faithfully, finding the information and data in the crossbreeding program with our Angus cows to be very effective back there in the 70s and 80s. But as we entered into marketing our cattle on a rail basis, we felt we needed to get more grade in our cattle. So for a period of time, about 15 years, we went with straight Angus on our cattle and moved our grade up to where it was hitting our target of 90 to 100% choice. And since that point, about 2005, we brought Simmental back into the operation to give us that heterosis that we were looking for. Now, as we go to select a Simmental bull today to use in our operation, we're not looking for more growth, but we are looking for Simmental, a purebred Simmental that's going to help balance out our Angus cattle to maybe help add some more to that ribeye and yet keep with us on the grade the best we can. We're not looking for more milk or more growth. As compared to back in, say, the 70s and 80s, and we had this very small black cow, yeah, back at that time we were looking for growth out of those Simmentals to help move the Angus cow forward. Today we're just looking for that heterosis to help balance out that package. And it's been interesting to watch that all come together as we've put the information in a summary comparing, say, our straight Angus with our semi-Angus cross. It's been interesting to see that all unfold, and that it really comes out pretty much as a textbook would tell you, basis the heterosis. But yeah, we give up a little bit of grade on the semi-Angus. We also have a little bigger ribeye. We have a little better average daily gain. We have a few more final pounds, a little better feed efficiency, a little lower cost of gain. Bottom line, just a touch more dollars to our semi-Angus feeder as compared to our straight Angus. You know, back in the early 70s, we, again, due to the advantage of AI, we were able to test a lot of different breeds very effectively and efficiently through AI. But as we've evaluated that data and also looked at, well, where can we get the best information, we felt the Simmental Association came as close to matching the information we got from the Angus to help us make better breeding decisions. And so that was our choices back there in the 70s. And again, as we came to looking at that crossbred heterosis advantage here in the 2000 beyond, pretty much the same unfolded there is that just the associations, both associations have a lot of depth in their carcass and live animal evaluations that give us more predictability as to what we're looking for. You know, I think from our historical standpoint of having used Simmental as much as we have since about 1970 and the data we've seen from it, the semi-Angus cross has worked very well on the cow-calf level. The females make very nice brood cows in the commercial basis. Those calves make a very good solid calf if you're selling at feeder time or as weaning time. But at the same time, it's carried on through on a retained ownership program and market on the rail. They can do it all, the combination of the Angus and semi-breed combination. Now, we all know there's as much differences within breeds as there are between breeds, and so I think it takes a lot of dedication on a producer's part to study bloodlines and study information. But with the kind of genomic information we have available today through our breed associations and our AI stud services, predictability can be very affordable.
Hi, I'm Marissa Kleistuper, and I work with Triangle H in Garden City, Kansas. I work with my dad, Sam Hands, as well as the other partners, which would be my Uncle Greg and cousin Tyler. One of my main responsibilities here at Triangle H is to work with the data collection and the analysis of different data. We gather a lot of different carcass data as well as tie it in with our cow-calf records and as well as the feedlot closeouts, feeding that information back to our customers. And what we have is an index that will rank the cattle on their feedlot performance as well as their carcass performance. It's really fun to bring all the data together and to see the differences and be able to make those changes in our herd. And as we look at the data, we feel like the Simmental breeding with the Angus is working for us and is a good addition to our herd.